Hey, kindergarten, I'm back again. Just brought a book with me. I thought maybe you would know the main character. Can you guess who it is? You're right, it's Pete the Cat. Pete the Cat and his 4 groovy buttons. Now I have a question for you. In the title of our story, I hear the word groovy. Groovy buttons. Does anybody know what the word groovy means? Maybe you can think of a word that means the same thing as groovy. Groovy, groovy, groovy. Does it mean cool? You bet. Cool buttons, and this is a cool cat. We already know that from all the other stories we've read about Pete the Cat. Pete the Cat and his 4 groovy buttons. Pete the Cat put on his favorite shirt with 4 big, colorful, round, groovy buttons. Wow, that's a lot of describing words like attributes. They said it was big, colorful, round, and groovy. That's a whole lot of attributes for that button. He loved his buttons so much, he sang this song. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! One of the buttons popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? Oh, this is a counting back. He started with 4 and he lost one. You already knew it. You knew it was 3. 3. Because 4 minus 1 equals 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Pete. Did Pete cry? You know what they say. Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. Uh-oh. Pop! Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? Well, he had 3. And now they took away another one. That leaves him with 2. Because 3 take away 1 equals 2. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. Guys, I just saw your sight word. G-O. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. Ooh. Pop! Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? He had 2 minus 1. You know it already. 1. 2 minus 1 equals 1. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My button, my 1 groovy button. My button, my 1 groovy button. Pop! Oh no! The last button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? You're right. 0. 0. Because 1 minus 1 equals 0. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. Pete looked down at his buttonless shirt, and what do you think he saw? No buttons? Let's see what he sees. His belly button. And he kept on singing his songs. Look, there's the belly button. I guess he did have one more button left, his belly button. Oh, my button, still have my belly button. My button, still have my belly button. He's over here going, it's all good. I guess it simply goes to show that stuff will come and stuff will go. But do we cry? Goodness, no. We keep on singing. Oh, you guys. Buttons come and buttons go. Thanks for listening.